My name is Kai.
I'm Steffi.
Zandy.
Cerise.
Zachary.
Luna.
Sarah.
Alicia Viner, aka Allie. Jillian Kavanaugh.
Isha, and you can call me Shelly.
And I have spastic diplegic cerebral palsy.
I have spastic hemiplegia cerebral palsy.
Cerebral palsy plus ataxia.
Spastic cerebral palsy.
I only know that I have infantile cerebral palsy.
I have mild spastic diplegic cerebral palsy.
I have right-sided spastic hemiplegia. I have spastic left side hemiplegia.
Long-term cerebral palsy. I also have autism.
Spastic diplegia cerebral palsy.
I had a lack of oxygen and a brain bleed at birth, causing my CP.
I was born premature and I couldn't breathe and my brain couldn't breathe either and I turned blue.
The cause for my cerebral palsy is actually unknown, which is kind of unique.
When I was born, I didn't breathe immediately.
A lack of oxygen during my birth. I was born 2 months prematurely.
The umbilical cord was around my neck.
I was born 10 weeks premature. As a result of this, I was given too much oxygen to my brain. When I was 60 weeks old, I was diagnosed with meningitis.
I was foretold shortly before my delivery. The umbilical cord got a knot and was also around my neck. I was without oxygen for 7 whole minutes.
Cerebral palsy is caused by brain damage before, during, or shortly after birth.
It's a physical disability. It can range from affecting a person's hand to affecting the whole body.
CP is a condition that affects your brain and your muscles, speech, etc.
It's something that affects the signals to my muscles.
My CP affects me like thinking and learning and walking and doing things, balancing. It mostly affects my legs, but it affects some other parts of my body too. I have trouble walking. I use crutches to walk most of the time and I wear like braces, but I can still do a lot of things.
What things are kind of hard for you to do?
Eat.
Eat?
In my case of CP, my whole body is affecting my movements, my posture, my balance, my hand control, my speech. Sometimes I develop chronic pain because of the way my CP makes me move and much more.
I'm unable to walk and I use the wheelchair. I need assistance with dressing myself, showering, bathrooming, transferring in and out of my wheelchair, being transported from place to place, having my meals prepared.
Cerebral palsy affects the right side of my body. My right hand and foot are both high muscle tone. Right for my right hand, it also has sudden shakes. When I started walking when I was 3 years old, and I used to walk tiptoe, and then I have a surgery hoping to make my right foot step down, but if the floor is too cold or too hot, I will still tend to walk tiptoe. and also my right feet will walk inward. Because cerebral palsy affects the right side of my body, so I almost do everything with my left side of my body.
I'm affected mostly in my legs and somewhat in my hands, which means I walk slower and fall or trip more often.
With balance and hamstring tightness.
My balance, hand-eye coordination, and I also have spasticity in my right side, and a muscle tic in one of my facial muscles. I also walk with an off gait and wore a leg brace until the age of 9. PFP affects me mentally. As a result of the area of my brain that is affected, I have a learning disability as well.
My balance is affected, and my left hand and my left leg muscles are affected as well. So I have to wear a brace on my left leg.
Harder for me to walk. My legs get tired easier.
CP to me only just means that you're just different, and even though you have to do things different ways, like you can still do them. A certain task may be harder for us than it would be for somebody who didn't have CP. It just makes things harder.
Of physical challenges that I must overcome.
I think cerebral palsy is sometimes a burden, but sometimes a gift. It's a burden because obviously it will makes your life a little bit inconvenient, but it's also a gift because it makes you special.
And to me, a CP is a blessing in disguise.
You're funny. You're funny.
For the world out there, what I want them to know about cerebral palsy is that we with CP are just like you or anyone else. We all have our challenges we have to overcome. Some are physical, like with people with cerebral palsy. Others have challenges with other sort of illnesses, family matters. We all face challenges, so we're all similar in that aspect.
It's not a disease, even though people may talk slowly or may not be able to talk at all who have CP. That doesn't mean that they're mentally handicapped. It's important to be patient with people with CP and just talk to them like you will talk to everyone else.
I'm smart, and just like you, I can go to work and I can take care of my puppy. I like to have fun.
It's a condition which is not terminal, but you will have it for the rest of your life. PP affects everyone differently. No cause is the same. Acceptance is key.
People with cerebral palsy are just like other people. We could do anything if we put our minds to it.
Polio and cerebral palsy are different things. Because the translations of the polio and cerebral palsy are quite alike, so people tend to be mixed up and confused. I know there are many people with disabilities. They are very great and they can be inspiration to somebody else, but I really want the world to know that not necessarily all the people with disability should be an inspiration. Please don't forget that people with disabilities are also people. We have emotions, we have feelings, we are like normal people. Please don't push me to force me to be a hero, because I don't want to be an inspirational hero. I think I will leave the role of inspirational heroes to someone who's suitable, but it's definitely not me. I just want to be normal. I want to be ordinary person.
Even though we are different and maybe talk different or learn different, we still have feelings too. I think a lot of people forget that we have feelings. Like, they just think that we don't understand.
Cerebral palsy does not affect the ability to love and to be loved.
What do you want them to know about Luna? Do you want them to know that you love Jesus?
Yes.
Yeah?
People with cerebral palsy, that you could do anything you want to do. Or scuba, and I ride horses.
I want the world to know that just because you have a disability does not mean you can't reach for the stars and follow your dreams. Never let a disability hold you back.
I am here.
I am here.
I am here.
I am here. I am here.
I am here.
I am here.
I am here.
I am here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I am one in 17 million people.